Displaced children sheltering in Shira, northwestern Tigray, say they're forced to stay out of school and live under horrendous conditions due to lack of humanitarian aid. Capital Goitom, Faqadu Girmay, and Akhbarat Gabriot were students back in western Tigray. They say they were forced to discontinue their education and flee from their home due to the war launched on Tigray. They state they want to go back to school like other children, but say that they're also starving and begging on the streets to help feed their families.
I was in grade 4. It's been 3 years since I've been out of school, including the quarantine time due to Corona. I should have been in grade 7 by now. We can't go to school here. We are traumatized and far away from home and don't have the necessities to go to school.
We used to study when we were back home, but we can go to school here because we live under a terrible condition. There is no food. Our parents are struggling and we have to beg around the city to feed our families. So we are begging on the streets instead of going to school.
We are starving. Everyone is begging for a daily meal. We are struggling due to lack of food.
The children add that going back to their areas should be a priority. They say that they want to go back home, go back to their normal lives and study, since they're struggling to live another day at the camp.
We are not receiving any humanitarian aid. We don't even have a single bar soap to keep our hygiene. First and foremost, we want to go back to our area. We want to go back home.
All internally displaced persons need to go back to their areas and the students must go back to school immediately. I want to study and serve my people.
We want to go back to our area so that we can go back to school and our parents could go back to farming and harvesting.
Parents of the children also expressed their grief of losing children to starvation on a daily basis due to harsh living conditions at the camp. On top of starvation and conflict-induced trauma, they say going to school has become a luxury for them right now. The parents also called on the federal government to withdraw external forces and help get them back to their areas.
The children here are in grave danger due to starvation and lack of essentials. Going back to school right now is a luxury for them. Our children are dying on a daily basis due to bad living conditions and starvation. We need to go back to our place if our children are going to go to school.
The students here are in devastation. We don't even know if they'll be receptive to the education even if they go back to school. They are severely traumatized. So the federal government needs to remove all the external forces from our area so that we could feed and send our children back to school.